Plenty of sunshine for late October. It's nice out there.
It's beautiful. Meteorologist Danielle Grant is back now with how the rest of our week is shaping up. Danielle.
Hi guys. A little toasty. You liking the heat?
Yes.
70s, maybe even an 80-degree day on our hands. Here we are, the middle to end of October, still soaking in all of this sunshine. This is our live camera overlooking downtown Denver, the foothills, the mountains in the distance. Nice to see a little snowfall along those higher peaks. It was a bit cooler up in the mountains in the 50s and 60s. Not the case for eastern Colorado, as we were back to the mid to upper 70s, 81 in Pueblo this afternoon. Looking at our averages, you know the drill. We are well above that, 63 and 34, where we should be today, 76 and 48 respectively. Looking ahead toward the next 10 days, if you are just craving the fall, maybe even winter-like conditions, the possibility of some cooler than average conditions eventually sneaking into Colorado. The western half looking good. Eastern half of Colorado still on the fringe of warmer than average conditions. We have not had our first freeze yet. It has been so mild. This is a look at our latest first freezes here in Denver. You got to go all the way back to 1944, November 15th. It took us a while. Right now it looks like more so the end of October when we will see our first freeze. We do have a couple of cold fronts on the way. First one moves in late tonight across the northeastern plains. That'll usher in some slightly cooler temperatures out there, but as you can see, it's a dry front, no rain, no snow to speak of. Tonight here in Denver, we'll watch our overnight lows drop into the lower 40s for us, 30s around Greeley over to Sterling, possibly a little bit of patchy frost, so watch out for that. It won't last long. We'll drop to the 20s and 30s up in the mountains. And looking at the statewide futurecast, 10 o'clock tonight, crystal clear. Truly, from the western slope up to the mountains here in the metro, off to the eastern plains, you're going to be good to go. That front rolls through. It brings us those easterly, northeasterly winds early tomorrow morning, perhaps a couple of clouds. By the afternoon, though, we are basking in all of that sunshine yet again. I know, I feel like a broken record a little bit. By 11 o'clock tomorrow evening, we're looking at mostly clear skies. Looking ahead toward midday, lunchtime, back to the mid-60s, and then another warm afternoon on our hands. Certainly will be above average, back to the lower 70s we go, with relatively light winds. We'll stay in the low 70s in northern Colorado. There's that cooler air I was talking about right there around I-76, Sterling, Akron, Ray, Burlington, sitting in the mid to upper 60s. Otherwise, 50s and 60s through the mountains. Looking at the front range forecast for you in the upper 50s around Estes Park, the Red Feather Lake, 68 in Evergreen, and then 70s from Castle Rock all the way up toward Fort Collins and Greeley. Look at this Super 7-day forecast. We are warm, toasty for the next couple of days in the 70s. The winds will kick up on Thursday. We'll be watching out for some high fire danger there. Another cold front swings in. That drops us back to the upper 60s on Friday. But the cool off does not last long. The weekend arrives and we potentially go into record-setting territory on Sunday, 80 degrees in late October. Certainly, it looks like that warmth continues early next week, but right now, some models indicating we might be in for a bigger cool off on our hands as Halloween approaches and hopefully some rain and snow.